Nut, goddess of the sky and mother of the gods. Nut, one of the most significant deities in ancient Egyptian mythology, held a central role as the goddess of the sky and the mother of gods. Her influence permeated through every aspect of Egyptian life and religion, embodying the heavens' vast expanse and the nurturing force behind the pantheon of gods. This text explores Nut's origins, her mythological significance, her relationships with other deities, her representation in Egyptian art and culture, and her lasting legacy in the pantheon of Egyptian mythology. Origins and family lineage. Nut's origins trace back to the Heliopolitan creation myth, where she emerges as a fundamental figure in the cosmos formation. She was born from the primordial waters of Nun and is often depicted in association with her brother and consort, Geb, the earth god. Together, they form the elemental forces of sky and earth, embodying the dualistic nature of creation in ancient Egyptian cosmology. Nut's parents were Shu, the god of air, and Tefnut, the goddess of moisture, both of whom were born from the union of Adam, the creator god. This divine lineage underscores Nut's critical role in the pantheon, linking her directly to the origins of the cosmos and the creation of life. The separation of Nut and Geb. One of the most poignant myths involving Nut is her separation from Geb. According to the myth, Nut and Geb were so passionately entwined that their union prevented the creation of the world. Ra, the sun god, ordered Shu to separate them, lifting Nut into the sky and leaving Geb below. This act created the space between heaven and earth, allowing life to flourish. This separation also marked the daily cycle of life and death. Nut, stretched across the sky, swallows the sun every evening and gives birth to it every morning, symbolizing the eternal cycle of rebirth and renewal. Her body, often depicted as a star-studded canopy, represents the night sky, encompassing the earth and protecting it with her vast, nurturing presence. Nut as the mother of gods. Nut's role as the mother of gods is one of her most significant attributes. She gave birth to several major deities, including Osiris, Isis, Set, and Nephthys. Each of these gods played crucial roles in the mythological and religious framework of ancient Egypt, and Nut's motherhood established her as a progenitor of divine power and authority. Osiris, the god of the afterlife, resurrection, and agriculture. Osiris's connection to Nut highlights the theme of rebirth and the continuity of life after death. Isis, the goddess of magic, motherhood, and fertility. As Nut's daughter, Isis inherited her mother's nurturing qualities and became one of the most venerated deities in Egyptian mythology. Set, the god of chaos, storms, and the desert. Set's tumultuous nature contrasts with Nut's nurturing aspect, illustrating the balance of order and chaos in the cosmos. Nephthys, the goddess of mourning and protection. Nephthys' role complements that of her sister Isis, with both goddesses often depicted as protectors and supporters of the deceased. Nut in Egyptian cosmology. Nut's position in Egyptian cosmology is pivotal. She is the sky, encompassing the earth and providing a canopy under which all life exists. Her presence is essential in the daily and seasonal cycles, influencing agricultural practices and the rhythms of life and death. The ancient Egyptians believed that Nut's body created a bridge between the mortal realm and the divine. During the day, she protected the earth by holding back the chaotic waters of the cosmos, while at night, she enveloped the world in her starry form, offering a glimpse into the divine realm. Depictions of Nut in art and culture. Nut's iconography is rich and varied, reflecting her importance in Egyptian culture. She is often depicted as a woman arching over the earth, with her body covered in stars. This representation underscores her role as the sky goddess and the embodiment of the heavens. In tombs and temples, Nut is frequently portrayed on the ceilings, symbolizing her protective embrace over the deceased. Her image is also found in funerary texts, such as the Book of the Dead, where she provides safe passage for the souls of the dead as they journey to the afterlife. Nut's imagery extends to amulets and jewelry, worn by both the living and the dead for protection and guidance. These artifacts highlight her role as a guardian and a nurturing force in the lives of ancient Egyptians. Nut's myths and legends. Several myths and legends revolve around Nut, each contributing to her multifaceted character and her role in the Egyptian pantheon. The myth of the 5 days. One of the most famous stories involving Nut is the creation of the 5 extra days added to the Egyptian calendar. According to the myth, Nut was forbidden by Ra to give birth on any day of the year. In response, she played a game of Senet with Thoth, the god of wisdom, and won 5 extra days. These days, not part of the regular calendar, allowed her to give birth to Osiris, Isis, Set, Nephthys, and Horus the Elder. The journey of the sun. In this myth, Nut swallows the sun each evening, and it travels through her body during the night before being reborn at dawn. This journey symbolizes the cycle of death and rebirth, with Nut serving as the passageway for the sun's daily renewal. The protection of Ra. Nut is also depicted as a protector of Ra during his nightly journey through the underworld. Her body forms a shield against the chaos of the underworld, ensuring the sun god's safe passage and the continuation of the cosmic order. Nut's temples and worship. While Nut did not have temples dedicated solely to her, she was worshipped as part of the broader religious practices of ancient Egypt. Temples to other gods often included shrines or representations of Nut, emphasizing her integral role in the pantheon. Festivals and rituals celebrating Nut focused on themes of fertility, protection, and the renewal of life. During these events, offerings were made to honor her and seek her blessings for bountiful harvests and the well-being of the community. Nut's legacy. Nut's legacy in ancient Egyptian mythology is profound. She embodies the sky's protective and nurturing qualities, providing a celestial framework for the lives of both gods and humans. Her role as the mother of gods connects her to the core of Egyptian religious belief, underscoring the interconnectedness of the divine and mortal realms. The myths and legends surrounding Nut have endured through the centuries, influencing not only Egyptian culture but also contributing to our understanding of ancient cosmology and theology. Her presence in art, literature, and religious practices highlights her enduring significance and the timeless nature of her story. Conclusion. Nut, as the goddess of the sky and mother of gods, holds a revered place in ancient Egyptian mythology. Her myths and legends reflect the profound connection between the heavens and the earth, and her nurturing presence symbolizes the eternal cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Through her role as a protective and life-giving force, Nut's legacy continues to inspire and captivate, offering a glimpse into the rich and complex world of ancient Egyptian belief.